So I've been on my truck for about 15 years, always, and like I guess there was like a 5-year span where I was off the truck, and I had 4 employees, full-time employees. That's when my headquarters was actually in Irving, Texas. I had 4 employees, and we were running, I don't know, close to about $3,000 every 5 days, something like that. We were making a lot of money. But at the end of the month, I never had any money. That's the thing about it. I would, we make, $30,000, $35,000, $40,000 a month. And this happened about maybe, I guess like 8 years ago. That's when I did it. And I have a lot of video about it and stuff. But I had it was 4 full-time and 1 part-time guy. Young kids, one of my best friends, another guy who was an alcoholic, and then 1 person that stayed at the property and would always recycle for us and stuff. And as I'm developing these guys to do junk removal for me, I started noticing that I just wasn't making any money. And the reason why is because I decided that I would take the bookings and I would do everything from home and then forward everything to everybody. In other words, I would, do a trampoline removal and then text it over to one of my drivers and he'd go knock it out. I always checked where my drivers were. So like 2 drivers were in Dallas, 2 drivers were in Fort Worth. My headquarters was in Dallas. So I was at my headquarters on the computer doing my SEO and doing all that stuff. And, after the first 2-3 years that I was doing that, I started realizing, hey man, there's no money in this. I'm spending so much money on employees and trucks. And this is one of the main reasons I gave up on my dumpster trailers. Because my employees would just drive them and not take care of them. Lay the dumpsters wrong at a different angle than the customer wanted. Just the smallest things you can think of. And I tell this to everybody. If you want to make profit and you want to make it quick, you want to stay in this business a long time. You don't want to just sit in here and do these YouTube and TikTok videos for everyone to see, but not progress your business. You want to progress on YouTube and you want to progress on TikTok, but you don't want to progress in your business. That's 2 different things, right? Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest with you. I have made more profit riding my trucks, doing $8,000 to $1,000 a day or $500 or $400 a day, than having my employees go out and make $3,000 in one day for me. I'll be honest with you, I've made more money doing this. Because back in the day, and I'm talking about 8 years ago, that's all I did. I had my employees doing jobs for me. Hot tubs and junk removal, garage cleanouts, everything. You name it, I did it. The only thing I would really show up for is like the hoarder houses that we did. But I never made any money. And I wasn't paying for leads. I wasn't paying for SEO. So hats off to you, to the companies that the owners sit at home and do all the computer stuff and all that stuff, and take the orders and the bookings and stuff and do their own SEO and have guys working for them. Hats off to you. I don't know how y'all do it. And you pay for leads and SEO, which I didn't do back then. So that was about 35%. One thing is this. If 30% of your sales is going to the lead that you bought, and another 40% is going to your employees, are you saying that you're spending 70% on just leads and employees? And don't forget, you still have to pay for dump fees, fuel, accidents, anything. And there's a lot of that, anything, etc. You're not going to make any money. And I know there's a lot of junk removal owners out there that are going, oh, yeah, I've been doing this, 5 years and I'm making money. I'm sitting at home. Really? Are you really making money? Do you have $50,000 in the bank? Do you? I can tell you this. I've saved enough to buy a property. I've saved enough to buy land. I saved enough that when I need to take a trip, I don't need to check what's in the bank. I just go. And I think the only reason that is because I'm out here working. There is nothing wrong with working every day. Almost every American in the United States goes to work every day. There is something manly, there's something trustworthy about it, about going out there and doing some hard work. There's nothing wrong with it. So if you have a problem with going out and doing work, and or maybe noticing somebody like me every day going out and doing the work, and you have a problem, oh, why isn't he sitting at home if he's making a lot of money? That's just not me. I wasn't built like that. My chemical's not like that inside. But if you're like that and you decide to stay home, I know you're having a hard time making profit. I know you are. Yeah. Because you're not 1-800-JUNK and you're not Junk King, which they struggle to make profit, trust me. But guys, if you want to make money in this business, do the work yourself. Build your business. Hey, you know what? A lot of business owners, here's what's funny. A lot of business owners that sit at home and command their troops to go out and do the jobs, ask them how many trucks and trailers they have, because I'm going to tell you something. I have 5 trucks, I have 12 trailers, and I'm the only one that uses them. And you can do the same thing I do. I have a headquarters with a retail store, a recycling program, and my junk removal business. It's not that hard. Take advice from someone that's been doing this for 15 years. And by the way, if you've been doing this for longer than 15 years, congratulations. You're a hard-ass worker.